Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Black Woman Be Whole, the podcast. We are your hosts, Ednesha, Marquia, and Kim, and we are Black women working on being whole. We
Whoop,
are on
whoop.
episode number 10,
I'm
and
sorry.
today we're going to talk about Black girl joy. Let me hear some noise for joy because we don't get enough of it. I'm tired of
Yes,
motherfuckers like trying
yes,
to work
yes,
us,
yes, yes. I need all the joy. Give it
right?
all to me. And if you don't give it to me, I'm taking that shit. What? I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
All
y'all.
right.
I was listening to a little
Yeah.
baby and I got a
Oh,
little
look,
aggressive
yeah.
just now
Oh,
about my motherfucking joy. Oh, no. Okay. Let me
he's
start.
going DMX. I was about to hit him with the growl and shit.
Little DMX.
And
Rah,
shit.
rah, like a
Nah,
dungeon
mother.
dragon. Oh, sorry. Wait, I think that's not
That's
him. That's
Nikki. That's Nikki. It's okay.
Shit right there.
Little
That's
Roman's
what we
revenge.
doing.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, we got to start it off. I don't know what y'all working on this week. Marquia, what are you working on this week, girl?
Working on relaxation. School is out. Teachers out. We kind of outside. Not all the way, I'm pro mask still, but enjoying relaxing and, staying my 6 feet, but having a good time.
So, what am I working on? I'm working on prioritizing myself a little more. So, unlike you, Marquis, I don't get the summers off. Do you get the full summer off?
Full summer is not off, but it's like
Okay.
reduced hours and, it's not
Okay.
as stressful.
So I'm thinking about taking some reduced hours for the summer actually. I was like, I'm about to tell people, you're gonna have to see me from 7 to 3. After 5, I don't even want to talk anymore after 5, I think now for the summer. I want to be at happy hour. So I'm working on prioritizing my needs and my wants and actually maybe not figuring out the difference between the two. Hey, everything is a need now. That's that. So that's what I'm working on. Ken, what you working on?
Been working on, feeding my brain. So I've been reading some books
Oh
and
yeah.
I've been trying to read like some different books. I just finished Hood Feminist, good. Cop that book, and now I am on a book called Pussy Pleasures. And I am ready to just let all the joy come through my pussy. That's all I'm saying. And it's helping you. It gives you mantras, guides, things to just like really get you in a good place because your core is like the center of your womanhood. So it's a little woo woo, which I really appreciate because I need a little bit of that in my life.
And
And
rubbing
Well,
off.
it's
I don't want to
interesting.
be all in your business, but I'm wondering who gonna receive all this joy. you know.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna give it to myself because I
Okay.
know me,
Okay.
Self love is the best
and then
love.
shout out to masturbation. Okay. Love
Got it.
yourself, girl. Self
We are
love.
prioritizing
Go get the
pleasure.
rose if
That's a
you
part of
ain't
the
had it
joy.
yet. Go get the rose. Go cop the rose. But just kind of knowing what you like. Things have changed. Maybe I don't like it this way. The pandemic done shifted a lot of stuff for people. So, you have to evaluate everything and see if you still like it. And so how do you do that through self-discovery? So that's what I'm doing. And so I'm just reading different kind of narratives and things. And so that's what I'm working on. I've got a summer reading list in case anyone wants to know. Hit us up and I'll share it with you because it's some good titles.
I
So
do have a new book
that's how I'm cultivating
too.
myself.
What happened to you? It's a really good book. Oprah Winfrey teamed up with this doctor, and instead of saying like what's wrong with you, they say what happened to you. So I just started reading it, and it's pretty cool. So I'm excited about that. And I have another book, My Grandmother's Hands. I haven't started yet. I did order it. So yes, Kim, I will be reading, and we will have a summer reading list. I think that we should put together, ladies, because I think all of us have some interesting interest. Kim, your interest is definitely interesting because I see that the pandemic not just changing thoughts, feelings, attitudes, but pussies as well. So let's see what happens.
Since we offer in book titles, I do have this one that's on Oprah's book club. It's called I'm Over All That and Other Confessions by Shirley MacLaine. She was an actress back in the day.
Oh, I
It is
remember her.
It's a little woo woo, but I like it because it's a very easy read. It's like a conversation, and she tells you like about her life experiences and how they tie in together. It's fun and easy read, and it'll make you laugh, and it'll make you reevaluate some stuff.
I'm over here reading about trauma. Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't do
See,
that.
listen, you got to would not recommend. You got to lead with your labias, girl, so you can get it right
Lead
for
with
the
the
summer.
joy.
Get it
And
right.
then
Keep it
some.
tight.
So enough of us being nasty and fun. I liked it though. I've got a question for you ladies. What does black girl joy mean to you?
Mm. I'm gonna let you take that first,
Ednesha, do
Marquia.
you
Okay.
get a minute?
I
Oh,
I
Marquia. What does
I'm
black
gonna let
girl joy
Marquia
mean to you?
take that first.
For
I'll come up
me,
after you.
joy. I for me personally, I think it's just doing things that make you happy, and I think it's going against the prescribed idea that Black women are supposed to just be working all the time and not enjoying themselves. So for me, it's like bucking the system and going out and having fun and doing whatever makes you happy though, because what is joyful to me, right, like a workout, may not be joyful to you, but as long as you're doing something that ultimately feeds your soul and makes you happy and makes other people miserable that you're not being miserable, do that shit.
Ooh.
I
Joy,
love it.
joy is
Wow.
joy is an interesting thing. It could be hard to come by, but I think it's something that you have to force. Like you have to make sure you get it. You got to take that shit. So for me, when I think about it, like being a part of more than one marginalized group, right? Like I'm black, I'm a woman. I deal with prejudice, racism, sexism, all types of traumas. I'm like, how do I fight against all of that? And I think the first thing that when I think about joy is laughter. So I really try to make sure there are things in my life that make me smile and make me laugh. If that is people, if that's a TV show, if those are just different experiences that I need to have that's going to make me smile, I try and have it. Um, I think that joy looks like prioritizing me. Again, as a black woman, I don't even, I think we might have talked about this before, but like self care was not even something that was talked about in my household. I didn't even know what that meant until recently. And I didn't even know that I could actually be a part of that until really, really recently. So I think that me prioritizing me brings joy, right? Like that I can think about what is it that I need? What is it that I want? And I go out and do it. Like I just want to be a free bird. That's it. Like I just want to fly free. I don't want any restrictions on me. That's what joy looks like for me. Let me just be. Whatever that is, whenever that is, let me just do it. What about you, Kim? What's
Mm,
joy? Black girl joy mean to you?
I love those answers. I think that joy for me, um, it means I think despite everything that people say you're supposed to be, like all the negatives, right? Like still being able to go and do things like hiking or skiing or whatever, like I am not going to let you stop me from doing something that I'm curious about, I'm excited about, I'm what or anything because you don't get to tell me who to be. It's doing things in the face of what people tell you you shouldn't be. And black women are told so many things. We're not going to talk about the bonnet controversy that was all over the internet last month, but things that just stop trying. I want people to stop trying to tell black women who to be and just let us be who we are and not put judgment on it. Like if I want to wear the big bamboo earrings, at least two pair, right?
A Fendi
Because
bag
I
and a
want to
bad
throw back
attitude.
to
That's all I
that's
need to
it.
get me
Let
in a
me
good
go,
mood.
right? Or if I want to get dressed up a little, with some leather, leave me alone. Let me go be. And so I think just being able to navigate the world freely and do whatever you want to do, as long as it doesn't harm anyone. As long as no animals, children, or vulnerable populations are harmed, leave me alone and let me go
Come on,
and be who I
Kim.
want to
No
be.
vulnerable populations, no babies, no children, no animals. Oh yeah, other motherfuckers. No.
Get on up on my way because I'm going to party. So that's where we are. Joy is being able to do whatever you want with, I think, without judgment or without someone layering something on you because you're not supposed to do it.
Agreed.
So,
And as a black woman,
um,
it's just so much rhetoric out here about what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing. It's nauseating. Like I'm so over it. And I've been in a pandemic too. That's why I'm trying to be a free bird this summer. Again, I don't want any restrictions. That's it. I want to do
Well,
my
I
road
guess
trips in peace. I
do
don't want
it.
the cops pulling me over. I don't want to feel like I'm afraid I'm gonna die if I get pulled over. I don't want to have to think about should I go to this state or this country because how do they treat brown people? That stuff is it's a lot. It's heavy. It's heavy. I really just want to be light. That's what joy is like for me. Just feeling light. That lightness.
You mentioned the pandemic. I mean, how did you maintain your joy during the pandemic, Ednesha
I probably
or
said this before. I
Marquia?
went on walks. I mean, listen, I was the walking girl. Like I was in the park because I needed to be close to nature. Um, I think also I didn't get caught up in always believing that I was going to get COVID. I really think that that played a part in my joy. And that might sound kind of weird, but I think being in the pandemic was very anxiety inducing for a lot of people. And it was for me as well. But it had to come a point where I stopped being afraid. And that's how I found my joy. I was like, I'm not going to live in fear. Like, I'm going to try to be the person that I always am. Even though, I think that last summer, well, no, probably in the past year, I haven't seen so many videos of Black people either being killed or harmed or traumatized by a Karen or something. And so throughout all of that, I then had to go online and look at all of the stupid memes and read all of the stuff that Black Twitter has to say. Like, I needed to find my laughs. Like, wherever the funny was, that's where I wanted to be. That's where I found my joy. I've DM'd my friends so many stupid memes and stuff, and all I do is follow like comedians and funny stuff because I need that lightness in my life. So that's how I found my joy, I think. What about you, Markia?
I definitely think I had to pivot what joy meant. Before it was like, oh, I'm going outside, I'm being social. And then when that wasn't an option, it was like, okay, how do you find happiness in this? Like, what does that look like? So I definitely like turned to cooking. You couldn't tell me shit. I was out here looking like a whole Food Network chef, okay? So I was definitely turned to food, definitely turned to exercise to combat all the food that I was eating because I wasn't eating no like salads. I mean, they were in there, but like, I was making like gourmet shit over here. So you got to combat
Those
that.
biscuits you've been talking about. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta combat, all that high test, as my dad would say, like the butter. I was getting the good butter from France, from Whole Foods. Like, you gotta balance that shit out. So definitely working out, and definitely just limiting my intake on a lot of things. I didn't engage with a lot of the traumatizing shit that was going on social media because I was like, I just don't have it. Like, you want me to show up to work, you want me to do all these other things. I could do that. I can't also be overly invested in everything going on in the world. And sure, maybe that to some people that makes me not woke. And it's not that I wasn't woke, I was aware. I just wasn't gonna be sharing everything on social media every day. Like, oh my God, did you see what's happening? Like, yeah. I couldn't do that. I didn't have the capacity for that shit. So yeah, that was my way of finding joy. What about you, Kim?
Um, I actually found my joy in people, right? Like knowing that they were safe and healthy, being able to connect and see that people were thriving during this, or if they were not, I if I was able to provide support, that brought me joy. Like to know that people I love were um, maybe weren't suffering as much as others were. Because I think goes, and that made me think of it when Anisha, you just said like you have to stop thinking about the fact that you're going to get it, because that could be a cloud every day over you, and you have to be able to buck that.
Mm.
Um, Also, one thing that I did during this summer, I bought and it was a little cheap headset, a little virtual reality headset, and I did like little virtual trips because I love to travel and I couldn't travel. And it was just like a really interesting thing for me to be in an online community where I was traveling, air quotes, because you can't see, with people to like France. And I was like, what? This is weird. But it's just like it was a different way of interacting with something that like Marquia said, you didn't have it in person. So how do you still get access to that kind of thing digitally?
So I was thinking, do you guys have like a Black joy moment? Like, what was that moment that felt like, oh, that's Black girl joy right there? Marquia, do you have a moment in time that you can remember and you're like, yes, yes, yes?
Probably. Okay, now I got a couple of moments. So back in a past life, maybe it'll be resurrected. But I used to host events in the city, brunches, and I had two in particular that were very Black girl joy moments. Not only for myself, but for other Black women, which was really exciting. We had a Beyonce brunch. This was around the time she was pregnant with the twins. And we had an Angel of Harlem, and it was a movie. Everything aligned in the sky. The party was February 26th. I'll never forget that day. It was like 60, 70 degrees outside in February. People were eating brunch outside. We had a DJ playing all Beyonce music all day. It was so fun to see when Black people sync up and do choreography without anyone telling them what to do. It's like the most beautiful thing to see in the world. Then we also had an Insecure brunch called Hella Lit at Angel of Harlem that was amazing. Girls came from all over, found it on Eventbrite, came from DC for my little last brunch, light flex. But it was a great Black ass time. So those particular moments were really great. Again, maybe I'll be more comfortable when outside opens a little bit more, but fun times.
I love a blackity black, black, black moment.
So
There's
fun.
nothing like it. I don't, I mean, I'm not sure if it's like this for all Black people, but if you fuck with Black people, then you know that feeling. Like if you go to a good barbecue and the music is hitting and then there's that one song that come on and everybody start dancing and it's not like the cha-cha slide. Okay, let's be clear. It's definitely not that song. Okay.
It's Candy by Cameo.
Right, right. It's like candy. I can feel it when she walks. It takes over. Like
Me.
when everybody is like doing the body roll, and you're like, okay, I see you over there with the body roll, girl. And the dudes be doing the body roll too. Like everybody falling. Like that's when I feel like the most joy. Like I love to travel, but I generally travel with my partner. So like I remember when we went to Alaska and I hiked a glacier and it was like that felt like a moment because there wasn't no other Black people out there but us. And it was like, this is Black joy because we do everything. And I think that's the thing. Like people try and pigeonhole us and they'll be like, oh, Black people don't do that. Black people, what? We do everything all the time. Don't sleep on us ever.
Sleep
Those are
on
like,
me. I'm not climbing no glacier.
but yes,
Right.
that's what I think I'm waiting for is a Black barbecue. I just can't be around like 50 to 100 people right now. I'm still a little scared. But like give me a good Black barbecue with 20 to 25. I mean, I know we've talked about this before. I'd say about 10. Now I've upped my number a little bit to maybe 20 or 25. And I just need them to put on that good Jeff Red song or something. And everybody is just like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
yeah, hold
Called
on.
and
Told
told
me
me
that
that
you
you
wanted
wanted
to
to,
leave. Yo,
and
that's what
I
I need in my
want.
life. Okay. Those are the joy moments I'm talking about. Kim, give me a
Hey,
black joy moment.
yo,
Fun fact before
I
you go,
listen.
Kim. I'm sorry. Fun fact. My mom is actually friends with Jeff Redd. They went to school together.
Shut up. We
Stop
need that joint.
trying to age me, Marquia, every time we on this podcast. Enough already. I got an old soul.
Here
Okay.
we go again. You know.
I
Okay,
just said that my
Markia.
mom was. Y'all know how old my mom is?
You right. We on the cusp though. Woody, we on the cusp. Don't worry. You know, I actually have two moments. One was by myself and another person. I went skydiving for my 30th and to jump out of a plane. No, like I went up with the plane and I'm like, normally you go down with the fucking plane, it lands and you get out, you exit out the door. It was like, yo, I'm jumping out of a plane. It's somebody behind me that I'd never met before. This motherfucker, my life is in this dude's hands and I might not make it. So I think my joy has to be tinged with a little edge, right? Like
Mm.
I gotta
Y'all
have
some
a little
adventurous niggas.
fear and a little like, oh, and then it's like, oh shit, I'm doing it. 13,500 feet up in the air, girl. And there's a video of me screaming my head off on the way down, but it would never be repeated because it's not now that I know what it's like, I would never do that shit again. Um, and that's okay, but it was like it was an exhilarating thing, like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And then the other one is a group one. Like a couple of years back, actually 2018, I did this thing called Kwanzaa Crawl, and it was blackety blackety black, all black, bars and stuff. We were supporting, the bars in Harlem, and it was just a party. And it was just people coming together, celebrating. I met so many people, and I just was like, damn, I would love this. I love that I'm part of it. And it's weird because I don't know if I would have been able to really feel that way had it happened to me at a younger time, right? Like my joy wasn't quite right. I didn't recognize my joy or like my, that intrinsic thing until later. Because
or the
there's
need for it
external.
maybe.
Right, exactly.
Like it's a non-negotiable now, y'all. Like if you are not someone who when I'm around you, I feel joy. I'm not sure if I want to be around you anymore. Right? Like I need it in my life. I know I need it and I got to be intentional about finding it, right? The people, the places, the things, all of it. Where's my joy going to come from? And I'm going out to get it. And I told y'all before I was having a hot girl summer and I am. I've been to Atlanta already. I'm getting my travel on. I've been to Miami.
So travel brings you joy, huh? It's coming back for
Yes.
you.
Travel, like I love to travel. Like you tell me that you want to go somewhere. Okay, so which y'all might know this because I might have talked about it. I love, love, love national parks. And that is also some shit that people probably be like, black people don't care about. I love a national park, okay? I'm going to Rocky Mountain. I'm all up in Utah at Bryce Canyon, at Zion Park. Like, I want to see all of nature. Being a girl from New York City, living in the concrete jungle my whole life, like, I love to see nature. So, I am all about the national parks, and that's what brings me joy. Like a beautiful mountain range. Yeah, will put smile on my face, water, all of it. So I'm just kind of all into nature. I'm a nature girl.
I love it. So I guess, we're talking about this and, why is Black girl joy important, right? Like why do we need this? Why do Black women need it? You know?
But for me, when it comes to Black girl joy, I think it's because it's something that we have just been deprived of. It's not something that we are expected to partake in. We're not supposed to be happy. We're not supposed to be able to have luxury. Our goal, if you let other people tell it, is to work for others, make sure that other people are happy, sustain families, do all these things. But again, as I've said multiple times on this podcast, how can you do for anyone if you have nothing for yourself? So I think your joy is essentially that pit stop to refuel, right? In order to be able to give to yourself and others. And it's a way to show that you love yourself. Like, I think that that's very important. Like, we always talk about self care, but a part of that, an integral part of self care is loving yourself because you can't care for yourself if you don't love yourself. So, that's my take on why Black Girl Joy is important. I feel like I'm doing a fourth grade report.
Thanks, Marquia. But
Thank you, Miss
gold
Moore.
stars,
Who's
gold stars
next?
for you.
You're up, Kim. What do you think?
Um, yeah, I think Black girl joy is important for Black women because, on top of what Marquia said, I think there's so much that women Black women go through. We're the caretakers. We have to be the strong Black woman. We have the angry Black woman, and it's like there is no
Happy.
stereotype of Black girl joy. You're like, well, damn, what about the happy Black woman, the carefree Black? Like, those are not the things that are generally associated with us, and and I think that really stops a lot of and then we internalize that sometimes, and that stops us from like really thinking that we deserve joy because everyone is telling us we don't. And so it's really difficult for people to find it, right? I think it helps with healing because you get to see another side of yourself, or you get to find that thing or access that thing that play or whatever brings you joy, or something that made you curious, or you really get back to who you truly are, like before everyone came along and tried to strip you um, of your part. And I think that it's just important for connection too. When you're smiling, I'm smiling. Like if we having fun, we other people gonna have fun around us. Like You see somebody singing happy birthday, you join in, you start singing a Stevie Wonder with them, like, okay, I'm having a party too. It's not my birthday, but I'm gonna join in. So I think, joy is contagious.
It's
And
given.
It
Go
is
ahead.
contagious though. I like that because I know that I'll be at a restaurant. It'd be somebody's birthday, and I'm happy birthday. I'm over there like, yeah. I don't know why. I'm excited for them. Like I like to see people happy, and I think that a lot of time as Black people in general, a lot of our life is struggle, right? And we don't always want to struggle, right? You can be super successful, you can have money and all these things, and still there is a part of your life that is a struggle. For Black people, there is some type of bigotry, you're dealing with some prejudice, some microaggressions, some type of BS that you really don't want to come up against. So it feels like it's always a struggle. And I'm tired of the struggle bus. Like I want to get off. I need the ride to stop. And so the way that I do that is like, where is the joy? And I think it's like an act of resistance. Like, no, my life is not supposed to be hard because y'all thought it was supposed to be. No, I want all the luxuries. I want all the good times. That's what I want for myself. And on top of it all, it's good for your mental health. Let's be clear, mental health is a priority. Some months ago, well, not some months, not too long ago, but we saw Naomi Osaka decide, like, I'm pulling out the French Open. Like, this is not good for my mental health. And yes, there was some backlash, but there was also some people who realized, like, listen, we have to prioritize our mental health the way that we prioritize our physical health. And I think that when you are out in the world and you're like, okay, I have to find my joy, you are trying to fight against depression. You are trying to fight against anxiety. You are trying to heal from your trauma. So I think that's why for me is so important that I find my joy every chance I get. And I think even being on this podcast brings me joy. And I don't think it does. Because I get to be around you guys and I get to talk about real shit. Like, no offense, I'm not really a surface kind of girl. Like I'm trying to get underneath the surface. I really care about what you think. I want to talk about things that that sometimes maybe we're not allowed to talk about because
yeah,
everybody's like, why are we talking about that? That's so heavy. It don't have to be heavy. There's ways to lighten it up. So for us to talk about joy, that's light. I mean, I know that for us, we realize that it is an act of resistance because of all, again, the racism, the bigotry, all that stuff. But it can still be real light, right? We got to think about how do we play more, how, we be more creative. We're in the summer. That is usually a really great time to bring about some joy. A lot of us, we need the
yes.
sun. We need that
Go
sun
go
in our
double
life.
dutch, go hula hoop, go roller skate. All of those things that just go play Skelzy, go do it all. Hopscotch, do it all.
Go be a kid, right? Like kids get to play. I like that. I want to play. I want to be a kid sometimes. Being an adult is hard. Adulting is hard. It's a
That
lot of
shit is
responsibility.
trash. Fucking trash. Would not recommend.
I don't know why we were all trying to be adults so early. It was like nobody told us, slow down.
They told
Slow
us we
down.
didn't listen.
That is true. As
We
soon as we
didn't
turn
listen.
18, everybody's like, I'm an adult. I'm an adult now.
Mm.
What does that really
They
mean?
nah, that was the trickery. They tried to make that shit look cute. You ain't telling me about these bills every month or this damn rent. Fuck.
Or
Hello.
I got to have hard conversations with people now. They have different expectations of me.
You like the
I got to have
disrespect.
boundaries.
Oh, I ain't cute no more, huh? Fuck you then. I can't. Listen. I would give anything to go back smelling like outside. you know?
What
Yeah.
you did today, I was outside. That's what I did.
That's why you smell like it. Yeah, I was having a good time. Well, before the light. So I think that's, and we also have just, 4th of July was just here. We don't celebrate it, but we'll take the day off so we could be with our people and have a good time. And that music playlist better be banging if you at a
Yeah.
barbecue
Come
and
through.
the dances, you
This
get the
is
cha-cha slide, all of that. So,
this is
and
definitely not the home of the brave or
for
the
real,
free. Home of the
that's
free, home of the
it.
brave. How does it
We
go?
are.
Because I don't stand up no more. How does it go?
Damn, you're gonna get us banned. Land of the free, home of the brave.
Land of the free, home of the brave. Not for
There
me
you
though.
go. That's
So I
it.
don't. Yeah. So okay, but we still celebrate it because we take the day off. Like you said,
That's
we'll go
it.
barbecue.
Go enjoy your
I ain't
time off.
wearing no blue, red, and white. but I'll go barbecue.
That's it.
My
That's
people
it.
wasn't free yet. My people wasn't free yet.
My people
Nah.
still ain't free. Listen, we only celebrate Juneteenth around here. That's it.
What they
But you
said,
did
give
bring
us
up
free.
music, Kim.
Yes. So,
So
what is your Black Girl Joy song? Anisha, what's your Black Girl Joy song? What's
listen, I'm
going
gonna
on?
take it back, right? Well, let me first say this: I'm a '90s R&B hip hop girl all day. Let me just put that out there, okay? My playlist consists of the '90s. So whatever y'all got to say about that, say it. Marquia, if you got some shit to say it. That's all. You want to say it now or later?
I'm a
You
fan of the
call
90s. I don't
that
understand why I'm being
so
attacked. Right.
black
Go ahead, Kim. Sing the
girl.
song from y'all's childhood since we want to be shady.
Y'all's childhood. Okay, so my Black Girl Joy song when I'm in the house cleaning, because that's really when it comes on. When I'm up in here cleaning, I'm mad that I got to do the dishes. Is Whitney Houston? I want to dance with somebody, and I'm in here jamming. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Oh, I want. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna do it because my voice is not Whitney's. But yes,
Hey.
I'm going back to the '80s where I want to dance with somebody.
And let
That's
me
my Black
tell
Girl Joy song.
you, and you dance like yeah, you dance in the 80s too, and we accept that about you, friend. She be on beat, yo. We be like, girl, what you on the one and
Not
two?
Carlton.
She be giving us
They be
Carlton
on the one
vibes.
and two. I'll be on the three and four.
We're like, Woody, what are you listening to right now? Because we not listening to the same thing. I'm sorry.
don't don't put on no reggae. I can't whine for nothing in the world. But go ahead.
I
All
have a
that ass for
couple.
nothing. Go ahead.
Oh,
I have
really?
a
Now we got multiples. But go
I have a
ahead.
couple. I have a couple. It depends on the mood. Like it could be a Meg Thee Stallion City Girl situation. I was listening to Put
Aw.
on the Tip earlier while I was doing my run. That was doing what I needed to do. I love Prince. I want to be your lover. It really depends on the day. I'm really into music. Like I was a band geek. I was in chorus, so like music is like a thing
You
for me.
weren't in band camp?
I was
What?
in band. I played the flute from 4th grade up to senior year of high school.
And at one
Lord.
time at band camp,
I went to band camp only one time, literally. It was weird for me. It wasn't my vibe. It wasn't my type of hype, as we mentioned in the last episode. But yeah, it depends on the day and the mood because it could also be like an Anita Baker moment, and I'd be like, "Ooh, yes." From beginning to
Mm.
end, 365 days of the year. Like that could also
same
be
old love and baby.
okay. Same old
Ooh,
love.
Are we still not supposed to listen to her music as she
She said not
requested?
to. I haven't been listening, which is
I
very
was,
hard.
girl. When is the boycott over?
Give that lady her things, please, so we can enjoy Anita Baker. Please and thank you.
I
For
can't be doing all
reals.
that,
I
Anita.
need her on the
You
verses
if
or
you on the
something.
playlist, you on the playlist. You gonna get played. That's it. I'm done.
You
Stick
could
a
always
fork in it.
skip it, just skip because Anita said,
Yeah, she said they ain't giving her money, so we can't listen. So,
I
Kim,
love
where you
it.
at? What's your song,
Okay.
girl?
You know what's this is so funny because the song that I was going to say, I'm still going to say it, but when you were talking about the both of you just made me think about when I was younger, my family told me that the song that I would dance to like on skates or anything was the song Bad Girls by Donna Summer, which
Bad
is
girl.
really wow. Because the song that I chose, which we went through, Marquis was like, "Oh, I knew you was gonna choose that." When I said the name, because I said Rihanna, and my
Hey.
favorite song from her is S&M. Because it's a cool song, and I like it. It brings me joy. Because
Hey.
it's just like you can be bad and be free and ownership of yourself, and it just makes me think of a lot of things, and you know, dropping all the judgment and stuff and just go be yourself. If that means being bad, then enjoy it. Go
And you could
find
be
your
good at
joy.
being bad, like she said,
Right?
right?
Sticks and
Amen.
stones may break your bones, but chains and whips excite me. You're like, oh, okay, Riri.
Shit. Okay.
Listen,
We
ties
out
into
here.
your book. Ties into your book choice. We got
Girl,
a theme going.
Okay
listen.
now, Kim.
Thread. Did you catch the thread
I
from
caught the
beginning to
thread. I
end?
did. I
Okay.
did.
Ooh, wee. All right. That's all I'm saying. We had a little light moment because it's summer.
It
So
is
I guess
joy.
it is joy. We're having a joyful Sunday.
We are.
And this will be released on a Tuesday.
So hopefully your
I
Tuesday
go
is
to
joyful, sis. or whatever
Yes,
you listen to it.
exactly. If you listen to it Tuesday, cool. But if not, catch it anyway. And then go find your joy. And we got a little T-shirt that says Black Girl Joy. Find our T-shirt too. I hope you find
Hey.
some joy.
And it's
You
a
know.
crop top. Hold up. It's summer. Be out here with your crop top. Want to say Black Girl Joy. I know I got mine.
Listen, I don't care if you got a full pot or 6-pack or an 8-pack. Rock that baby, cause that's your body.
I don't
Enjoy
care if your
Absolutely.
butt
yourself.
is flat or if it's big.
If you
Rock
got a
the half
bunkie,
top.
it's a bunkie. What happened to you helping me get the word bunkie back,
I'm
Woody?
sorry. I'm sorry. If you got a little bunky.
You got a
If
little
you don't got
bunkie.
no hips or you got a lot of hips. Girl, wear your crop top.
That's it.
Yes, it's
Big bunkies,
all
little bunkies.
we.
That's
It's for
all.
all bodies, everybody. You know, if you want to wear it, put it on. I wear one. I have them in different sizes and all that. So you know,
You like, am I feeling extra sexy today? Or do
right?
I
Am
just
I
want to
going
get a little boozy?
out or am I going to get groceries? What am I giving the girls when I go to the store today? Like that's
Wait,
Little
yeah.
to
I'm
the
at this point I'm giving the same thing when I go to the grocery store when I go out. Cause I'm like, I'm finally outside. Y'all gonna see all the outfits I couldn't wear for the last year and a half.
They're like, why is she wearing a backless dress in aisle 7? Because she wants to.
And it's sequence too, bitch. Yes, yes, yes.
It's bringing her joy. Leave her alone.
Okay, wait. I
Whew.
gotta end with this. You know what's bringing me joy? Sneakers. Because I have to tell you guys, I am a heel girl. I am pumps. I am high heel sandals, stilettos. That's me. I am always in my head like walk, walk, walk. Let me see you walk. Walk. I said, you know what? I need to be comfortable. My whole life changed. I bought a pair of high top Adidas. That is totally not my style. I was out with Kim recently. I had some high top Adidas on. I had a cute tight skirt and a crop top, looking like I was 22. My father was like, "Where you going? Leave me alone, daddy. This is my new style. I'm wearing sneakers now." So yes, I've decided that comfort is what is priority now.
Bring you
Welcome.
joy.
That's joy for me. My feet be
Listen,
hurting in them hills, but I'm a
that's
lady,
it.
so I wear them all night. Whew, no more.
That don't bring you joy. So you gotta get rid of that ASAP.
ASAP. Rocky,
Shout
ASAP.
out to women who know that they toes shouldn't be dragging over the shoes.
Ooh,
Okay. I do not want to see that this summer. If your toes hang over your shoes, you're not wearing the right size. I need you to know that. Push it back, get the little heel stoppers so it don't drag.
I can't.
Okay.
I
unless it brings
cannot.
you joy, then
Yes,
you do
unless it brings
that.
you joy.
For the bottom of your toes to scrape the concrete, it can't bring you joy. It
It's
brings you
exfoliating the toe skin on the
right.
concrete.
It cannot bring you joy to do that shit. It doesn't bring me joy to look at it. Okay. Talking about my knees.
Listen, I need my
So,
knees to be pain free this summer. They need to
okay.
stay pain free.
Whew.
I got a whole
Marquia always
orthotic
tell
in
you.
my sneakers and everything. I'm ready to go.
Yay, no more moon boots. I can't be walking. She was wearing these moon shoes. They look like she was walking on the moon on
So
Mars.
for
So
all the
she-
people out there who have some issues with either like plantar fasciitis, some knee issues, I have hokas. So real runners, people who work out and run, they know what hokas are. Yes, my hokas heel was thick, thick, y'all.
THICC thick.
Yes, I got new sneakers now. I'm wearing Brooks. I like them.
Okay.
They're comfortable. They're bringing me joy. So all of this banter, I know we're going back and forth now, but it's all about joy. All of these
Okay.
things are bringing us.
Okay, so we done clowned everybody we could today, including ourselves, right? So what tools and resources can we give listeners about Black Girl Joy? What about you, Ednesha? What do you have? What do you have?
So I think the most important thing is to be true to yourself. Think about the things that make you happy, that make you smile, and do it. Don't think about what other people think. Don't think about what other people want. Do what makes you happy and brings you joy. I think that prioritizing yourself is going to be key, no matter what it looks like and no matter what it feels like for other people. As long as you're not harming animals, babies, children, and vulnerable people.
Just to reiterate, I would also agree. Find some shit you like and do that shit. Like that's really the long and short of it for me. And don't worry about what other people think. Like Ednesha's into climbing glaciers and shit. That's not for me, but that makes her happy. So I'm in full support of you doing what makes you happy. You know,
Thank
if
you
you
very
got
much.
your toe knuckle dragging off your shoe and that makes you happy because the shoe is cute, that's your black ass business. Leave me out of it. I'm happy for you, girl. I find workouts to be fun and exciting. My coworkers are always like, "Ooh, girl, I'm allergic to the gym. That is not fun, bitch. That's not fun to you. That is fun to me." So do find some shit that you like and do that shit and do it unapologetically and be happy in people's faces and just live your life to the best of your ability in ways that make you the most happy.
I love that. Um, I think you gotta, yeah, get yourself in a mindset first that um, no matter what you do, people are gonna judge you, and so why limit yourself because of that, right? I think it's yeah, like you got your bucket list, you got all this stuff, but like to to compel yourself to do it, maybe grab someone who might be interested in doing it with you, just so you're not alone. Because I know a lot of people don't like to do things alone. And find something that makes your heart race a little bit, right? Just something that you like. I kind of want to do this, and I've been thinking about it, and then just sort of get up the courage to do it because you never know how it'll make you feel, and it
I
might be
like
the
that.
thing. Because the skydiving thing was actually like the start of things. I was like, I'm turning 30. God damn it! What I'm feeling like I'm in a midlife crisis. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna jump out of a plane. That's the wildest thing I've done in my adult life, and it kind of set me on a path of like a reset. So it was like my action milestone.
I'm an adventure seeker, so I'm in full support. I don't care where I am. I'm zip lining near volcanoes. I've done it. I love it. I'm chasing adventure, whatever that looks like. I need my heart to pump a little faster, just a little bit. I ain't trying to have an asthma attack or die or anything, but just a little bit.
That's why we friends. See, we
I
be doing
fully
stuff
support
like
y'all
that.
on those quests. That's great. I'm so happy for you that you have found that happiness. I will not be joining you. I'll be on the ground waiting for you so you can tell me all about it. But yeah, not yet. At least not yet. Not there.
So take
Girl,
us
we're gonna
out,
get you.
Marquia. Let everybody know where they can find us. And our t-shirts and our core, everything, all of it, all of the things. Marquia, let them know everything.
So at this point, if you're listening to this, you probably have social media. If you don't, you should get some because you can find us on Instagram at Black Woman Be Whole. You can find us on Facebook at Black Woman Be Whole. You'll be finding out announcements about our 4-week course coming out, when our shirts will be available for sale, and any other things Black Woman Be Whole. Definitely check us out, comment. Oh, find us on YouTube too. We need some followers there, guys. So like, share, subscribe. Welcome to our channel. You know, the whole YouTube thing. And just come kick it with us. Let us know your thoughts and, work on being whole with us.
I love it. That's a wrap for episode 10, y'all. Black Girl Joy.
Yes, yes,
Enjoy your
yes.
summer. That's what we trying to do. Live it up.
Yes.
This is the
Well,
first summer post pandemic. It needs to be epic. So go
is
do
it
it.
post? Is it post pandemic? I don't know if we're at the
Well,
end.
it's people
Mm,
acting like,
that's a strong statement, Kim. That's a strong
okay,
statement.
we're going to amend that. Post vaccine. Post
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
vaccine.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. We like
Yes.
that. We
Post
like that. We
vaccine.
like
Not
that.
post. The pandemic's still here. You better not take your ass outside without a mask. Go put the
Okay.
mask
We might
on.
be in a pandemic for life. We don't even know
Yeah.
that.
Ooh,
New way of living, y'all. But find you got to find the joy in the midst of all of that. I think that's it's imperative that we all do that. So much going on. So bye everybody. See you on the next episode of our podcast, episode 11. We'll
Yes,
talk to you
yes,
soon.
yes. Bye.
bye, guys.
Thank you so much for listening to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. If you want to keep up with all things Black Woman Be Whole, you can follow us on Instagram at Black Woman Be Whole. You can find us on Facebook at Black Woman Be Whole. And check out our website where you can find out more about what we're doing. If we're having workshops, you can check out our cool merch and just keep up with what's going on. We hope to see you there soon.